In this exercise, we are going to start with this sketch and we're going to draw this map in Illustrator. Create new. Exercise 10. Check template and then click on place. And now I'm going to start with drawing a small piece of the road, and with that piece I'm going to create a brush, and after that we're going to paint all the roads using that brush. But first I have to create a small piece of the road. To do that, I'm going to need the line segment tool. I'm going to press shift and draw a horizontal line like this. Must be horizontal. And then I'm going to open the appearance window. I'm going to change the color from black to light gray. And I'm going to change the stroke weight to 160. Make it very thick like this. Now I'm going to add another stroke. Add new stroke. I'm going to make it red. And I'm going to make it thicker. 200 points. Click on enter. Now I'm going to change the order. I'm going to put the red stroke under the gray stroke like this. I'm going to click on the red stroke and click on this button, duplicate select item like this. And I'm going to change the color to white. After that, I'm going to click on the stroke panel right here, and I'm going to check dashed line. I'm going to make sure this option is selected and not this option, And for the dash value, I'm going to put 50 and press enter. And now, as you see, it's starting to look like a road. One more thing I'm going to add new stroke. I'm going to set it to white, and I'm going to set the stroke weight to 10 points like this. We get a white line. Click on the stroke panel and same thing, check dashed lines. Make sure this option is selected and the dash is 50 points. Press enter. And now we have a small piece of road. We can go ahead and close the appearance window. We have a small piece of road. Now we can create our own brush. I'm going to open the brush window, but first I have to select this piece, which is just a line with an appearance, but it's just a line. I'm going to select it, click on object, and then I have to click on expand appearance, object again, and click on expand. We get this window right here and click OK. What did I just do? I went from just one line. It was just one line. I expanded the appearance, and now if I right click and click on ungroup, we see that we have 4 separate elements like this. Control Z to go back and ungroup them back together. Sorry, group them back together. I ungrouped them. Now they are grouped again. The 4 elements are grouped. And now I can create my own brush just by dragging and dropping like this. I get asked about the type of the brush. I want a pattern brush. Select pattern brush and then click OK. Here I'm gonna name it road, and I'm not gonna change anything, just click OK. And as you see now, we have a brand new brush called road. And with this brush, we're gonna draw all the roads. I no longer need this piece. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna select the paintbrush tool, and using this tool, I'm gonna start drawing like this. And we get exactly the result we wanted. Now I'm gonna create this road. I'm gonna need the line segment tool. I'm gonna create a line like this, and I'm gonna apply the new brush just by clicking. Now I'm gonna go to the ellipse tool. I'm gonna create a circle like this. I'm pressing shift also to get a perfect circle. I'm gonna put the circle right here, and I'm gonna apply the brush like this. I'm gonna press shift and alt at the same time. I'm gonna make it smaller like this, make it fit the sketch. Line segment tool again. I'm gonna build this small part, line, and then click on the brush to apply it. Another line here. Click on the brush to apply it. Another line here. Click on the brush. I'm gonna go back to the paintbrush tool. I'm gonna draw a piece of the road like this, but obviously it doesn't look good. Control Z. I'm not gonna paint it like this. I'm not gonna draw it like this. I'm just gonna start horizontally and then like this. I can always use the direct selection tool to adjust. I'm gonna adjust the angle like this a little bit, and I'm gonna move the point here. Now it looks much better. Same thing with the direct selection tool. I can always make adjustments and move points if I had to. Just a little bit here. I can move this point like this. And now, final thing, I'm gonna paint this road shaped like an 8. I'm gonna need the paintbrush tool. I'm gonna start from here and start painting like this. And I'm gonna stop right here. I'm not gonna make them touch. I'm gonna stop right here like this. And now I can use the direct selection tool. I can modify things if I have to, and I'm gonna make them connect like this. I can zoom, and I'm gonna connect them together just like this. Now I can close the brushes window now. And now we finished drawing all the roads. I'm gonna add the grass using the rectangle tool. I'm gonna create a rectangle like this, as big as the artboard, and I'm gonna set it to green. I'm gonna set the stroke to none. Now I'm gonna right click, arrange, and then click on send to back. As you see, this already looks good. Now I'm going to create a small tree right here. To do that, I'm gonna select the rectangle tool. I'm gonna set the fill to brown, set the stroke to none, and I'm going to draw a small rectangle like this. Now I'm gonna switch to the polygon tool, and with the up and down arrows, with the down arrow, I'm gonna get a triangle like this. I'm gonna press shift to avoid any rotation like this, and I'm going to set the color to a very dark green like this one. V, selection tool, I'm gonna put the triangle right here. Gonna make this smaller, and with the direct selection tool I'm gonna move this point like this, and now we have a tree. I'm gonna select both parts, right click, and then group is very important. And now I'm gonna create a brush from this tree, so I can spread brushes all over the green area. So I'm gonna have to open the brushes window, and then all I have to do is just drag and drop like this. This time I'm gonna choose scatter brush for the type and click OK, and I'm gonna name it tree and click OK. Now as you see, we have our new brush. Control 0. Now with this brush selected, I'm gonna click on the paintbrush tool, and I'm gonna start spreading trees like this. I'm gonna let go. You see we have trees everywhere. If this is too big, I can always reduce it. I can take it from 1 to 0.9, for example, if this looks better, or 0.75. I think this is much better. Go back to the paintbrush tool, and I'm going to spread some trees here. Control Z, I didn't really like it. Gonna spread trees like this. This looks fine. I'm gonna use the direct selection tool and just move certain points like this. Go back to the paintbrush tool. I'm gonna spread trees like this. Control Z. I'm gonna redo it like this. See what we get. I think this is better, but could be improved. I'm gonna move a few points like this. Go back to the paintbrush tool. I'm gonna spread trees right here like this. I think this looks okay. Go back to the paintbrush tool. I'm gonna just do one click here, Control Z, not in the right place, right here, and click right here, click right here, click right here. And now I'm gonna spread some trees here like this. See what we get. I think this looks good. Just gonna do a small adjustment just by moving the points like this, and I think this looks good. The exercise now is finished. You go do the same, and don't forget to save.